Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to pick number 18 in my countdown of my favorite power trio bands of all time. That's right, there's 31 days in the month of July. Each and every day I'm going to give you one of my favorite power trio bands. Could be rock, could be metal, could be prog, whatever, right? But it's got to be three guys in this particular configuration, right? These bands could have had more members at some point in time, but for me, they always have had a period where there was just three guys making lots of racket. Powerful, powerful, powerful. That's what power trio means, right? So today, for my pick number 18, if we were going to do this like a year ago, 2 years ago, they probably wouldn't have even made my list. I am a really, really late convert to this particular band. They're from Missouri. They've been around. I think their first album came out in 1988. And I just, for whatever reason, for so many years, I just kind of said, I don't get King's X. But then like a year or so ago, I started to really dive into their catalog. And I was like, you know what? I don't know what it is all these years that I've been missing, but I'm glad that I finally warmed up to the genius of this band. So, of course, we're talking about Doug Pinnick on bass guitar, lead and backing vocals, Ty Tabor on guitar, lead and backing vocals, and Jerry Gaskell on drums and backing vocals. King's X. As far as my favorite King's X album, I don't know. It's hard to say. I guess I lean towards Gretchen Goes to Nebraska as well as Dog Man. But the first album, Out of the Silent Planet, is great. Faith, Hope, Love is great. King's X is great. I like a lot of the latter period stuff too. I kind of think that they're best of the first five, but it comes in this kind of cool little collection right here. All right, so many great songs. Again, a really cool band because they can do the heavy stuff, but they're also great at like kind of the lush kind of Beatles style harmonies and a little more progressive stuff. These guys have always been called kind of like a progressive hard rock band or progressive metal band. I don't really think they're metal at all. I don't even really think they're a prog band. They're just a really good hard rock band that incorporates lots of pop into their music, right? And they do it really well. And there's a little bit of bluesiness to their music at times. They can have lots of bombast as well, but all three guys individually are really great players and singers too. I mean, you got Doug Pinnick, tremendous bass player. He's got that soulful voice, and he can kind of fit into almost any kind of situation. He's done other projects and solo albums and things like that. And Doug's voice can kind of is very adaptable to lots of different styles. Then you got Ty Tabor, who is a tremendous guitar player. He can do kind of the funky stuff. He can do hard rock stuff. He can do like the Hendrixy, Trower, Marino type of thing. He's got that little bit of a, Pat Travers. He's got that little bit of a edge to his playing, I think, that lends itself into kind of like the real bluesy, psychedelic hard rock. He's also a big Beatles fan as well, and he's a great singer. He can do that kind of quirky thing. You got Jerry, also a good singer, a really, really dynamic drummer who's just really good at keeping the beat and keeping everything kind of in control. And I love all throughout their albums, you get such tremendous, tremendous variety, which I think is really, really the key to, what makes them a great band. But it's just interesting how they've never really become bigger. And I wonder how many people out there are like me, or were like me, who just like never really knew what to do with this band. So just never really got into their catalog much. And just kind of like, yeah, King's X, yeah, they're pretty cool. Yeah, I like that song. Yeah, I like Dog Man. I like this track. I like that track. But, never really gave them a chance. Maybe because they are so quirky. Maybe because they do all these things and they don't have just one style that you can say, oh yeah, that's King's X. But I think that's what makes them so cool. Right? That's what makes them so cool. So yeah, I mean, so many great albums. Dog Man is just terrific. This, I think, is their ultimate classic right here. Over My Head. What a great song, right? What a great song. Faith, Hope, Love is really good. I think the first album is quite good. A little bit more raw, a little heavier, maybe a little bit more proggy, right? And then, of course, you got the King's X album. which is really cool. They also have, there's this whole like alternative rock, alternative metal, which was big in the 90s. They also have a lot of elements of that as well in their music. So it's like this kind of like alternative rock, hard rock, prog, metal, pop thing, throw it in a blender, bloop, out comes King's X, right? So just a great band. Really good trio. Never had any lineup changes. Well, after their first album, they had a couple other guys who were in the band early on, because they've been around since like the late 70s. But these three guys have persevered all this time. And I do want to give a shout out to Ty Tabor. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I know you're going through some health issues right now, but hopefully all that's under control and you're going to be fine, because we're looking forward to new King's X music in just a couple months. And they're going to be doing some shows around the U.S. area. So, yeah, my pick number 18, King's X. Like I said, pleasantly surprised by how high they're showing up on my list, because in the not too distant past they wouldn't have been on here at all. But I'm happy to report that I have finally gotten the whole King's X thing, and I like them more and more as time goes on. So that is my pick. Let us know what you think about King's X, as well as your pick for number 18 on our countdown of our top 31 power trio bands. So please put that down in the comments below, and visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. Stay tuned tomorrow for pick number 17 as we march our way through to number 1. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that little dong notification bell so you get alerted of all these videos and you don't miss a day. I see lots of people down below. Pete, how come you haven't mentioned such and such yet? Well, they were 4 days ago. All right, so if you click on that notification bell, you get notified of every time we post one of these Power Trio videos. But you can always go and look at them here on the channel. They're all listed there. You got a playlist for all of them, so it's not hard to find stuff and see what you missed. So also down below in the comment, or in the video description, we've got the link to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, as well as our merch page. So please go investigate those as well. And I thank you all for watching. I am Pete Pardo. See you tomorrow with another of my favorite Power Trio bands. Take care. Bye-bye.